Everyone. This is a Roulette Rivals round one match in the RR18 tournament. Just delaying for a minute until we get proof that Luna is online. There we go. Alright, sweet. Yeah, welcome in. Yeah, so this tournament began a couple of days ago. I was gonna cast from the main Roulette Rivals channel, but could not figure out how to change the stream title, so we are doing it from my channel instead. As I said, this is Roulette Rivals 18, round 1 between Apricope and Luna. The first map being played will be Santa Fortuna, picked by Apricope, having been here 6 times, splitting it even 3-3, and a personal best of 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Luna, on the other hand, is a roulette rookie, has picked Whittleton Creek, and this is their first match of the tournament. So, a lot to be learned about this player. I believe they were one of the Roulette Rivals participants earlier this year. I do not have all the information available on that tournament, but yeah, we have our first spin coming up. Oh, Luna was not. All right. I knew there were some. Wasn't sure who all participated in it, but they are a rookie nonetheless. So let's see how this goes. The first spin is here. We have Rico Delgado, loud pistol construction worker, Jorge Franco, loud sniper rifle as the shaman, and Andrea Martinez, no target pacification, loud SMG as the submarine engineer. And just a couple of years ago, this would not have been a legal spin because loud SMG used to be considered a large item, but now since the brine damaged SMG has been able to be brought in the concealed weapon slot, this is a completely legal spin. And yeah, it seems to be very loadout heavy at first glance. You have to bring the loud sniper rifle and the loud SMG, but yeah. See what happens here. Apricope starts the submarine crew, but immediately gets spotted and has to restart. Luna's still working on planning out the loadout. Does not have the loud SMG unlocked, so opts to bring a pistol instead. Has the sniper rifle smuggled in. I'm trying to think about how I would approach this spin. I think you've got 3 disguises. Theoretically, corners of the map, but construction worker can be grabbed from the city village area, so that's probably the one we'll see grabbed here. Luna is starting at the central square, but heading straight towards Andrea. Apricope gets the gets through the caves and into the tunnel, uses the bullet distraction to bring Rico Delgado down to that stairwell. Should have him isolated very shortly. Oh, this is curious as to what Luna's doing on the other side of the screen is infiltrating Andrea's compound. And now typically this would be a good idea to knock her out, but one of the key factors of the spin, and I think Luna just realized it themselves, is that you cannot knock Andrea out because of that red box at the bottom of her target. So you do have to figure out a way to deal with her live, and you're typically going to want to bring the disguise with you. See Apricope clearing out the room underneath the barman's hut to work his way up towards. I imagine he's heading towards the submarine engineer. The key with Andrea is to hit the 2-minute 30 timing to keep her in the conference room. And Luna has changed up the strategy. opting to start near the shaman and replans yet again. Nothing wrong with that. As we see Apricope make his way out of the engineer's hut in the engineer's disguise, just walked right in, took his clothes, and left. Now making his way towards Andrea, and Luna now has the blue Easter egg, is going to use it on the shaman. I hope they know that they need to take care of that guy, and they find that out very quickly. Quick restart should be a quick bounce back from Luna. Apricope now is in this guard's hut. I'm not sure what the plan was there. It might be a strategy I'm not necessarily all that familiar with, but nonetheless, we do see a replan on Apricope's side to clicking so fast I didn't even see what he changed out for on the replan, but now is actually starting as the mansion staff instead of the submarine. That must have been the change that was made. Luna now has the shaman disguise successfully this time and makes their way towards the cocoa fields. Apricope heading up towards Rico is going to, oh no, does not soft bump, but knocks him out, throws the crowbar in the room, and this is entirely safe. And I would say consistent, but it's Hitman, nothing's ever consistent. The guard does walk in, and we see him drag Rico into the garage. Luna is now climbing down the vines on the other side and has the loud sniper rifle on their back. And we will see our first attempt at the Jorge kill. Or not, as we get a replan. Apricope, now leaving the mansion, has Rico knocked out, ready to be slain upon return. And now is heading towards the bar. I imagine trying to get, or no, just working their way down towards the village for the submarine engineer grab again. Luna misses with the blue egg, and we restarting. Oh, and Apricope, bad time for the guard to turn around there. Yes, as chat has pointed out, this is not the greatest spin. Completely blame the admin. Not sure who that guy must be, but you know, the first spin spun is the spin that sent. So, yeah. Apricope now making his way back to isolate Rico. Luna is again trying the blue egg on Shaman. There is a much simpler way to get that done, but he does, oh, never mind, he does not pull it off. Restarts again. I'm going to try and see if I can get some player audio in here. If there isn't any already. Alright. Luna takes a shot with the sniper rifle. Misses the door, shoots again. Has the sniper rifle. Working their way towards Jorge. Apricope has Rico isolated. We have seen what his plan is from here. Except he did not change into a mansion guard disguise. So that will hopefully help him avoid the enforcer near the engineer. yeah, Apricope throws a coin or something to distract the guard to give himself a little more time to get the disguise. That is an incredible play right there. And Luna is still working on trying to get the shaman disguise. And meanwhile, Apricope is approaching Andrea at the right time. And this is where things get a little bit difficult because I'm not sure what the ideal play here is to get Andrea loud live. I guess the best option, alright, yeah, it knocks out the guard. Shot the window to distract her assistant. And that will also, oh, caught between a rock and a hard place there almost. Luna, meanwhile, is in the cocoa fields with the sniper on the back, working their way towards Jorge. I believe this is the closest they've gotten yet, dodging whooshes through the bushes to try and get a little bit closer. And Apricope is able to distract Andrea long enough to where, oh, he missed the shot, drags her body, dumps. Is he going to be fast enough to escape? He just needs to make it out of the window, and he does just in time, it looks like. And that is the first kill of the match and the map. And just barely dodges a whoosh there on the way out of the compound as well. Luna, on the other hand, did actually replan and is now starting as the construction worker, the disguise needed for the Rico Delgado kill. Apricope is also getting into the construction worker disguise by throwing a can at the head of this guy that just sits on a rooftop in the middle of the village. Perfectly safe, boxes the guy, and is on his way to Rico. Rico is probably the least difficult kill out of these three. I believe that Andrea is the most difficult kill, and Apricope already has that kill down, so provided nothing goes wrong with the shaman or Jorge Franco, he should be in good shape, but there's still a lot of time left. We have now passed the 20-minute mark, speaking of time, which means that the photo finish window extends to 45 seconds. Apricope working his way across the compound for Rico, distracts some guards, accidentally panics some others. Very risky there. Moose gets peekabooed by the guard standing in front of Rico. Why would he not knock him out before coming back here? Or before leaving in the first place, I don't know. But he has gotten into the garage successfully, and there is another restart on Luna's side. And a replan to shuffle around the weapon that they are bringing in. Apricope has gotten the Rico kill now with the loud pistol, changed into a mansion guard disguise, and is fleeing from the scene. Luna now opting to bring a different sniper rifle, perhaps, as well. As long as it is a loud sniper rifle, that would work. Still opting for the construction worker start as well. So yeah, Apricope firmly has a lead at the moment. With 2 kills down, only 1 remaining is the Jorge Franco loud sniper rifle kill. Things have been a bit rough for Luna here to start. They have shown some pretty good gameplay though. They have an idea of what they're doing. This is all that anyone needs when playing roulette. Apricope using the crowbar to lure away either the shaman or his assistant. It will be the shaman, so he can crowbar his assistant in the back of the head and then throw the crowbar at shaman for a safe and successful grab of that disguise. And there is a rip on Luna's side. Got caught trespassing, I believe, as the construction worker. Taking a long pause here, seems probably looking at hit maps or a roulette resources guide, both of which are wonderful resources to use to get into roulette. And there's a big whoosh from Apricope, but makes it past, is well into the cocoa fields now, just needs to retrieve the smuggle of the loud sniper rifle and get Jorge isolated. Now, the most common isolation for Jorge is to use an emetic grenade at a certain point in his route so that he will go to a toilet that is surrounded by a bunch of big bushes. Now, these bushes are nice because they conceal you fully when standing up, and once you knock out Jorge, his guards will cease following him, making for a pretty nice kill. Luna in the construction worker disguise working their way through the village. Apricope hasn't thrown the grenade yet, as opts to take a pistol shot to distract someone, I believe. Is going to throw a briefcase, actually, to use on Jorge to get him to wander into a set of bushes. And this is going to be a pretty risky shot. Can he pull it off with green guns? He gets the shot off, and red gun's body is found. And that will be a restart so deep into a run for Apricope, and that is ultimately heartbreaking. On the other side of the screen, Luna is in the compound as the construction worker disguise, but gets spotted trying to shoot a distraction shot for the guards on the pier. That will be a restart. And Apricope has a pretty solid routine. Wait a minute. Oh. I have no idea why Luna was in the chat. Nonetheless, Apricope working on getting Rico isolated again, has him knocked out just to drag him in behind the changing of the guard here. And has that pulled off successfully, and Luna is now back to the shaman start. Successfully knocks out both the shaman and his assistant with the blue egg, and begins to work their way back towards the cocoa fields. Just needs to wait for the enforcers to pass there and is in the clear to continue running. Apricope working his way back towards the engineer. The guard looking over the side, The engineer is not peering out from behind the fence yet, so he just needs to wait until he does and successfully grabs that disguise. Luna has a fully automatic pistol, a gold brick snail, and is picking up the smuggle of the loud sniper rifle. That briefcase is a bit hard to grab at times depending on the camera angle. And yeah, very interested to see what Luna's attempt here is for the sniper kill. Throws a snail into the room here, and that is most likely going to be a rip. And there it is. The body was found as the trank went off. Apricope, about to shoot Andrea in the head, does it, dumps her body. No one's seen anything yet, just needs to climb out of the window, and that is another successful Andrea kill for Apricope. Meanwhile, there is a replan on Luna's side. We are about to approach the 10-minute mark, which will signify the photo finish timer being extended to 1 minute. Apricope throws the wrench at the construction worker's head. Luna, at the same time, grabs the shaman disguise successfully. Misses a couple of attempts at the door and opts to restart. And based on the strategy being used here by Apricope, I believe that this will, provided nothing goes wrong with the Rico kill, and they are able to reach the Jorge area again, should be getting close to final attempt territory for Apricope. But there is a spotted shot by the gardener, and that will leave them enough time for roughly one more attempt based on what he was doing earlier. Luna, on the other hand, is restarting again, so we might be able to see a full run from Luna here. We haven't fully seen the strategy on their side for Andrea yet, so that is very depending on what they choose to do. But I do believe that this will probably be one of Apricope's final attempts. Very quick restart from Luna there. So the guard walks into the garage and is followed closely behind by a wrench that knocks him out as another body is dragged in closely behind. The body being Rico Delgado, infamous drug cartel leader. Apricope does not opt to set up the long shot here. Luna has a body found. It was one of the blagged bodies, so that will be a green guns kept. Has a seeker this time around. And oh no, there's a shot out of frustration from Luna. ultimately causes red guns after being spotted shooting the dart at the guard. On the other side, Apricope is back into the engineer's disguise and working his way back towards Rico. That was not a green gun's knockout for Luna, so that, yep, that will be a restart, whether it was now or later. That pretty much was determined. Apricope working to distract Andrea. One more time there. Gets the shot off. The guard heard it. Hopefully that won't mean anything bad for him.
Weird.
SMG to the back of the head. Dumps the body. And now just has to exit the compound once again. But is spotted. And I don't believe there is enough time left for this spin to be completed by any player. But as long as we are still seeing a legitimate attempt from Luna, I will let it continue to run, because these last 5 minutes can be used as crunch time for some people, for all I know. But that will be a 1-to-1 start in this match, and it guarantees that we will see a fourth map. So, yeah. Coming up next, we will have Whittleton Creek. Yeah. I do want to see if Luna is able to get the kill off. Gun flashes. It is not red guns yet, but it will be soon, and there is another restart. And now that there is 110% not enough time left, I unfortunately will have to go ahead and issue a draw. But yeah, so that will be a 1-1. Our next map up is Whittleton Creek, and we will start that one at 59 after the hour. Wait, whoops. Yeah, no, I'll just start it at the hour. Yeah. Pretty good gameplay from the rookie on Santa Fortuna. It is a very tough map to learn, but it is a very fun map to play. Up next, we have Whittleton Creek, another fun map to play. Apricope has been here 6 times, winning 5, losing 1, with a personal best of 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Luna has not played it yet, as this is their first match. Yeah, another interesting thing to look at is players' bans. We will not be seeing Dubai or Bangkok for this match. So, yeah. What was Apricope's personal best? Whittleton Creek. What was that spin? I'm going to quickly pull this up on Currymaker's wonderful site, rrstats.currymaker.net. And let's see. His personal best on Whittleton Creek came at a spin of Janus Construction Worker Kitchen Knife in TKO and Nolan Cassidy pistol as Gunther Mueller in TKO. I'm interested to see what the spin is. I obviously know what it is as admin. I'm not permitted to say anything before the 30 seconds are up regarding the spin conditions, but it looks to be a fun one. I will say that. Spin arriving in 10 seconds. And we will have Janus NTKO Loud Pistol as the nurse, Nolan Cassidy letter opener as Cassidy bodyguard. Nothing too extraordinary here. You got the Cassidy bodyguard disguise you can pick up from one of the guys following Nolan himself, or you could grab one of the guys from the backyard where some people choose to peekaboo Nolan into that area. You've got Janus, who most likely we will see eliminated in his living room behind the couch so that the guards upstairs don't see. And we actually see Apricope opting for the construction worker start with the first load into the map. Excuse me. Heading straight for the nurse. The nurse is, of course, the most out of the way disguise in the spin out of the two. The loud pistol does kind of complicate things for Janus, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue here. I believe we see Luna starting at the fumigator, yes, and the exterminator disguise makes for easy access into Nolan's backyard, and is perhaps going to be poisoning the fumigation system, or at least turning it on, but they forgot to poison it first, so I believe that is an emetic poison they put in there. Yeah. Apricope almost gets seen breaking into Janus's backyard as the nurse, but is not trespassing here, so won't be an issue too much. Luna takes out the cameras, has Nolan at the toilet. I just hope they know to make sure that the guards have all reached their final puking spot before knocking out Nolan himself. Apricope clearing out the basement on the other side, takes out the cameras, grabs the first clue here in a minute. Right there, yep.
The first annual gathering of the Ark Society.
And now just needs to kill Janus.
If Janus was its founder,
KO's Gunther, drags him a little bit.
This could be
Luna taking a little bit of a pause here on the screen, and a replan actually to the suburb sign. Alright, Apricope seems to be using a chain lure to bring Janus into the basement, where he shouldn't be heard firing a pistol shot once the door closes. And that is how we are going to see the Janus pistol kill take place for Apricope. As that successfully, no gunshots heard other than by Janus himself, who is now a corpse. So, yeah, one kill down, and one clue. So, Apricope looking to have a pretty steady lead here. Luna is in the West's house, I believe, as the gardener, looking for the letter opener. The letter opener is in the locked room where Apricope is currently in, that also holds a clue in the Archean rooms. Actually, no, the letter opener is in the attic, that's right. Yeah, the only letter opener on the map. And is the kill condition for Cassidy. I'm not sure that Luna knows about the letter opener being in the attic, nor about the robes being a clue, but hopefully they're able to figure that out. There will be a restart there. Apricope in good shape here. Just has a couple more clues to pick up as well. Or actually, only one more clue. Hits the emetic grenade onto Nolan Cassidy. I'm pretty sure that hit. And as long as he didn't hit Nolan's bodyguard as well, that should be setting up for a nice kill there. Luna now finds the attic hatch and is working to grab the letter opener. There they go.
A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well,
That is the third kill for, or the third clue for Apricope. And oh no, Apricope did get Nolan's bodyguard sick. This shouldn't be an issue though, as long as he doesn't get caught jumping into the backyard of Nolan Cassidy to grab the disguise. Needed cameras are already eliminated, so that is not an issue there.
And we have an approximate date as well.
Luna with another restart.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to
Apricope, on the other hand, gets the kill off successfully, and this will be a Whittleton Creek victory for Apricope, improving his record to 6-1. The photo finish window lasts for 30 seconds as the first 10 minutes have not expired yet. And with it reaching 20 seconds, there is just no way that Luna can catch up. So that will be 3-1. And now we head to our first randomly generated map of the match, Haven Island. Haven Island is one of the big 5 maps, considering it has 3 targets. The 3 targets are Stephen Bradley, Tyson Williams, and Ludmila Vetrova. But enough about them, let's talk about our players. First time being here for Luna. First match. Apricope has been here 10 times. Another 50-50 record on his side of things. Pretty nice personal best for the map, with the map record being just over 5 minutes. But we do have a scoring update coming from the Mika and Peter Duddykins match. Mika takes the first map of the match, leading to a 2-0 lead. That was Santa Fortuna, finished in 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Mendoza will be the next map coming up over on that side. That match, if you want to multi-twitch it, is being casted by Alf over on his channel, also by Chris. But as I was saying regarding Haven, map record here is 5 minutes and 21 seconds, held by the Time Cube, set in the World Championship 2 years ago. So yeah, Apricope's personal best at 7:45 came from a neck snap Villa Guard for Tyson, machete suit for Stephen Bradley with NTKO, and draws Pirate Saber snorkel instructor for Ludmilla. But that's a pretty good time for that spin. I mean, that's a pretty good time for Haven in general. But the spin is here. We have Tyson Williams, suit, silenced assault rifle, Stephen Bradley, Fire X, lifeguard, and Ludmila Vetrova, cleaver, monsieur. So yeah, I think the optimal decision here is to probably start by the pool. You get free access to the lifeguard and the monsieur close by. There is a suit on the map in the shark hut, so you don't necessarily have to start in the suit. And yeah, Apricope will be starting the central social hub area, with Luna starting at the gym. Might be trying to go for a very quick and easy kill on Stephen Bradley, but does not appear to be what they're doing anymore. Apricope heads towards Tyson's villa through the back way of across the sandbar that's hidden by the lake. Luna is actually heading past the masseuse area, and I think they might try to go for the lifeguard here, maybe. Now the fire axe is an interesting weapon. We see Apricope working their way up towards the pool area. Or no, towards the, I had the wrong side of the villa. Tyson's bedroom, past the villa staff there, and opting for the theater isolation. There is a replan on Luna's side to the central area, I believe it was. No, the starting area. The default start. Apricope does get the kill off on Tyson Williams. Very quick, silent stay-R kill with the suit. Did not break the golden rule of opening the door to the theater, and will be heading towards his second target or disguise. Luna opts for a durian on the, or a blue egg on the lifeguard there, has the fire axe, drops it, but gets caught dropping it, and that will be a restart. Apricope has Stephen Bradley coming down from the gym. Very good timing here. Misses the first seeker though. Or, wait, maybe? He did in fact miss it. So, that will cause a few issues for him. Actually, maybe not. He was able to bush lure Stephen Bradley into the bushes nearby. Has the lifeguard knocked out, and will potentially be KOing Stephen in the bushes. Luna does get a crime notice on their side. The screen knocks out the the resort guard that follows, villa guard that follows Stephen Bradley, but is seen throwing the hammer at Stephen Bradley himself. And that will be a restart from Apricope. Luna shoots what seems to be a random pistol shot, but actually just distracts lifeguard long enough to where they can blue egg both of them. Apricope heading back towards the villa in the suit. And yeah, this will allow Luna to get the fire axe much closer to where Stephen Bradley is located. But is seen dropping it again by the people on the balcony of the gym this time. That will be a restart there as well. Apricope takes a shot onto the chair, which brings the villa staff outside long enough for him to get inside. Luna working once again on the lifeguard and fire axe combination.
2 targets remaining.
Meanwhile,
Tyson
Apricope
Williams
gets the
eliminated. Excellent work, 47.
Tyson Williams kill again.
Anyone found anything on the security tapes yet? My ass on the line here, got it? Whoever stole Mr. Williams'
The last time we saw Apricope miss the seeker shot, which caused his rip there, so as long as he doesn't miss the seeker shot, I believe we have a pretty good idea of what his plan is for Stephen Bradley.
Weird.
Luna, on the other hand, has ripped a couple of times trying to get fire axe closer to Stephen Bradley, so not entirely sure what their plan for that is, but I am very interested to see it unfold. This time, opting for a throw, perhaps? Drops it on the stairs. But there is another crime notice. The 5-second rule, man. That is a killer in roulette and Hitman in general. You get spotted if you do anything within 5 seconds of performing an illegal action. It is truly brutal, and has caused more rips than anyone can count.
Yeah, keep it real.
But Apricope did pull off the seeker shot successfully this time, and Stephen Bradley is heading into the bathroom, followed closely behind by the fire axe that struck him in the head and caused him to pass away. But there is a restart by Apricope. Something was spotted. And a simultaneous restart from Luna on the other side as well. Neither player opting to change their strategy at this point in time. But yeah, we were very close to seeing a 2-kill lead from Apricope there. I have no doubt that we will see it in a few minutes here as well.
Let rip! Copy. Lost visual on the perpetrator. You got him?
And it has the fire axe again. And I believe this is going to be a replan, actually. Just seconds away from what I was expecting to be a rip as well. So there is a replan. Perhaps in the choice of items brought.
Hey, look into that. Roger that.
Apricope with another kill onto Tyson Williams successfully.
Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent work, 47.
Anyone found anything?
Another blue egg drop, followed by a successful disguise grab for Luna. Has the fire axe again. Drops it on the stairs earlier and goes around. Haven't quite figured out why they're entering the center area. Perhaps that is where they're going to try to isolate Stephen, but oh no, seen taking a seeker shot. And we do have a scoring update coming from the other match. Mika has taken the second map, Mendoza, in 7 minutes and 3 seconds, putting up a 4-0 lead on Peter Duddykins.
Say what? We shouldn't leave it.
Apricope once again has a successful seeker shot onto Stephen Bradley as he begins to walk into the toilet area. Luna has the fire axe within range again, but spotted through the wall by the security guard. I do not understand that rip. That one was strange. We see Apricope in the lifeguard disguise. Throws the fire axe.
Stephen Bradley taking
Should be
care
good
of
to
it.
go here.
Well done. Just one more target to go.
And we still have green guns, so that is a 2-kill lead now for Apricope. Only requiring the Monsieur Cleaver combination for Ludmilla now. Luna has dropped the fire axe successfully for a good angle here to shoot a dart into Stephen Bradley. Gets the dart off, and Stephen will be heading downstairs to the nearby toilet now. I believe Apricope is going to try to get Ludmilla isolated before grabbing the Monsieur disguise using a nicely placed seeker dart. Has the cleaver as well now. And at this point, Luna is just waiting for Stephen Bradley to enter the toilet. And what will be... Oh, a target lockdown. What? What? I'm so confused. What? Oh, I bet when Stephen came downstairs, he saw the bodies. That's what happened. And that caused him to send a panic and ultimately a restart. And yes, we do see a replan from Luna now into the central area. Meanwhile, Apricope has the Monsieur disguise, kills Ludmilla with the cleaver while she's puking, and exits via the speedboat out back. That will be a 5-1 victory from Apricope. The photo finish window is 45 seconds now that the first 10 minutes have passed, but with the timer slowly counting up to the 26, 27, there's not enough time with the last restart, and that will be a 5-1 lead for Apricope, entering the fourth and potentially final map of the match, which will be New York, coming up shortly. New York, very fast map typically. Apricope has been here 3 times with a personal best of 3 minutes, which is almost double the map record, which is 145 by Scruffy in RR18, which, for those of you who don't know when that happened, that was actually the first Roulette Rivals of last year and was the first ever Swiss-style tournament. Pretty cool. This is a double elimination tournament. I believe the format for this year has it as 3 Roulette Rivals tournaments, with the first and last being double elim and the middle one being Swiss. followed by, of course, the World Championship at the end of all of it. Yeah, now I believe Luna is a well-known speedrunner, so it will be interesting to see how a map like New York that is a speedrunner's dream essentially will translate into roulette. But yeah, the map's coming up here in about a minute. Apricope's personal best on New York was set in Roulette Rivals 16 against Peter Dudikins, at the time known as Peter Dutton. The spin was Burial Dagger as high security guard. Hold on. Yeah, let me delay that real quick. Um, Apricope has crashed, so we will delay until he gets back on. Gonna go ahead and add a couple extra minutes to that. And we do have a scoring update coming from the end of the other match. Mika took Paris and won the match 6-0 against Peter Dudikins. Waiting for confirmation from Apricope that he is good. He appears to be set. That was an ultimately fast reload from the crash. I'm going to go ahead and shorten the timer a little bit so that it's in 2 minutes. Yeah. In the meantime, we can go ahead and take a look at the brackets. This is the first round here. We will see that, I believe, right around, where are they at? Right down there. So they will play, the winner of this match will play some random person in Glebok. Well, play some random person who beat Glebok earlier. And the loser will go on to face Glebok himself, where the winner of that match will face Road. But back to the countdown. We have 1 minute left on the timer. Yeah, welcome in the people who are watching Mika versus Peter Dudikins. We are here at what could be the last map of Apricope and Luna in New York. So far, we have seen a timeout draw on Santa Fortuna and Apricope taking the following two maps after that, which were Whittleton Creek and Haven Island. So yeah, the New York spin will be getting here any second now, and we have Injected Poison as bank teller. No New York spin is extremely long other than Consume Poison, so this should be relatively quick. As we see Apricope already loading into the match. Starting as the bank teller, that is one of the perks of New York, is that most of the disguises do have a starting option. Cameras aren't really something you have to worry about either here. Apricope already has the first data disc. Luna is opting to head upstairs towards Athena immediately as well. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what the plan is here, but gets caught by the cameras, which I assume was not part of the plan. And that will be a restart from Luna, but also a restart from Apricope, who was seen swiping into the door. And yeah, now all of a sudden, it looks like Luna could potentially have a lead. Both players seem to be opting for the same strategy on the second go round. Luna just dodges the cameras a little bit better this time. Shoots a seeker onto this guy right there. Is caught by a different set of cameras though, and that will be another restart. Apricope back up the stairs, has one of the data discs already with his route. Uses an explosive golf ball to get around the corner, but not successfully, and that will be a replan from him. Using an EMP this time instead. Luna back on the stairwell is recorded by the cameras, but not enough to cause any dangers. Misses a seeker dart onto that guy. Misses a second one, or no, doesn't take a second one. Just carefully walks around, so still according to plan. There was another restart on Apricope's side of things. Heavy wishes from Luna's side as they just walk straight in the front door to Athena's office. And one of the guards is coming around on a peekaboo, but Athena is slowly following as well, and that will be a restart from Luna. Apricope gets the data disc successfully again and heads back up the stairs now with an EMP at hand. Just opts to throw it, takes out the cameras, gets around the door successfully, and swipes in successfully. And I believe that is as far as they've gotten in their run so far. Is now walking through the back of the office. Luna is still opting for the front door. Very bold strategy. And uses a seeker onto Athena, but gets seen by Athena as shooting the seeker. And that will be a restart from Luna. Apricope now in peak trank shooting position here. Shoots two, knocks out the third, and just needs to take a lethal syringe to the back of Athena without knocking her out. And that will be the first kill onto Athena here, with the green guns to follow. And now just one data disc stands between Apricope and victory. This time, Luna opts to go through the front door again.
I need you to keep a close eye on those people in the upstairs.
Body found from Apricope was red guns, and that will be a restart. Oh, and this is very risky here from Luna. Athena sees the gun in hand, and I don't even need to send mail because they know that was the wrong kill. Completely understandable frustration there. Apricope not having a great time either. Just ripped on the Trank to Fabian Man, I think. Or the other one.
That's the first backup data disk secured.
This time it is successful again though. I will say that Luna does have a very interesting strategy in terms of getting Athena isolated, and that will be a peekaboo onto her guard, and he comes around the corner here but doesn't see anything yet. Luna with a long-range seeker dart onto Athena, which was successful. Athena will be taking a shortcut way into the so many whooshes, and it will not be recoverable. I think they're just using this to figure out where Athena goes, and we will see a promptly restart as well.
This isn't supposed to happen.
Apricope pointing the gun at Athena to make sure she doesn't scream, or to try and prevent anything from happening that would alert people on the outside. He gets the kill off, picks up her keycard and data disc, and has green guns. Hopefully this one will last slightly longer than the last one did. Didn't have cameras to deal with, so I don't think that was what caused his rip.
I don't really feel comfortable with this.
It's just a job, you know?
Luna now very successful with their strategy this time, completely avoiding, well, mostly completely avoiding the cameras and completely avoiding on the way up. And no peekaboo onto the guard this time, but that might have been a mistake. But actually, we do see Apricope has the last data disc and has finished. And now, Luna with a restart. Apricope finished within a time of 8 minutes and 1 second. And the 30-second photo finish window will not be enough for Luna to catch up here. And that will be a 7-1 victory for Apricope. Yeah, great showing from Luna. Really did show a lot of promise, a lot of potential to learn as well. You know, they are not out of the tournament yet. They do have at least one more match coming up. But let's take a look at the brackets to verify that. So as you can see, yeah, you've got Apricope, who will be facing yeah, right there, we'll be facing some random person in round 2, where the winner will face the winner of Dynamos and Falcon, who won a fun match against Currymaker earlier. And Luna will drop down to the losers bracket here, where they will face Lebok for a chance to face 37. So yeah, not an easy matchup for whoever wins that match, but that match in itself will be a very fun match to watch, guaranteed. So for now, let's take a look at the upcoming matches. Speaking of Dynamos and Falcon, that match is happening in 12 hours. So roughly, doing the quick math in my head, should be around tomorrow evening for European folks, tomorrow at 11 a.m. roughly for the Eastern American folks like myself, followed by myself and Zai happening at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So it's like 7 p.m. European time. You got Skylar Magic Dave coming up tomorrow night as well. That is going to be an absolute banger, perhaps the best round one match we have. Moo Kamboychuk happening Tuesday. And for fun, Alex happening Wednesday, as well as Janini McKeelers. ChannelJoined Fanium happening Thursday, and a couple other matches to be scheduled or currently scheduled. You can see the entire list at hitmaps.com, your one-stop shop for Hitman needs. But yeah, for now, this has been a Roulette Rivals 18 match. I've been your host and admin of the match pack. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one.